About 5 years ago, I dropped out from my brain science master program to become an artist. Is it worth it? This is one of the questions I got from the video I posted a few weeks ago about me leaving scientific research. If you're new here, welcome. I'm scientific illustrator John. For the past few days, I've been working on a lot of projects, so I'm a little bit tired right now, making illustrations for scientific posters or mechanical engineering guidelines. It has been an intense week. I'm always very happy to hang out with you guys here on Tuesdays. Make sure you subscribe. All right, let's get into the question from Theodora Vukovic. Hi dear unknown person from the internet. My name is John. Nice to meet you. You caught my eye recently and by now I think I'm fully invested. Thank you. Please invest more. I'm a biology student just about to finish my bachelor degree a few years later than I expected when I started. Don't be too stressed about it. As long as you finish it, you get your diploma, then it's fine. By this point, despite my absolute love for biology still, I am totally off the idea of staying in academia. There are more career for biology majors. And a lot of times these professors, they only have to work in academia. So even if you ask them what are the other options out there, they might not know. It's not they deliberately try to restrict you in academia. You definitely have more experience than I ever will. I think so too, because I've done a lot of jobs and also moved continent. So that's a lot of things going on. But since I've on this road for almost 9 years now, I don't even want to try doing it to that degree since I already hate what I see. I felt this way before too. I can relate. Before I left to study scientific illustration, I was actually in a master program of brain science and I had a GPA 4. But after 1 year, I just could not bring myself to finish the study. I immediately paused the study to do scientific illustration full time. I didn't want to waste any second of my life on that degree. The professor did advise me to finish the degree. She even offered me to fast track. So I still couldn't bring myself to do it. So I can relate with your situation a lot. But as someone who has been through the same thing, I would strongly advise you to finish it. Just hold on a little bit, get your diploma. Life is more difficult for a dropout. If you almost get your diploma, then it's better to get it. You know, it will just save so much trouble. What do you feel about the degree right now? Most likely has nothing to do with the degree. Maybe you met some bad professors, or it is just not a very well organized study environment. It will make you very frustrated with the progress. There are many things that can happen that is not related with the degree. Most likely there's something else going on in your life that makes you feel like you cannot stay in that situation anymore. If you can separate that emotion from the degree, it is wiser to finish the degree. On the mental health perspective, it is better to finish what you sign up for. A lot of our self-esteem comes from whether we can achieve our goals. If you quit now, that have a negative impact on your self-image. Then you become less confident in finishing projects in the future. Yet I have to survive. Yes, that's a good mindset. Always put your own survival first. Put yourself as a priority. If you don't do that, other people will walk over you. I stumbled upon scientific illustration this summer. I'm definitely gonna give it a shot. I have an idea to do it on the side, but I wanna concentrate on this since it has more promise in my eyes. I would advise you to try on the side instead of jumping into it completely. I have done exactly the same thing. As I mentioned a little bit earlier about me quitting my brain science degree and concentrate on only doing art, I'm not more productive than before. So it's not necessarily helpful. It seems like you have a very negative view on the program that you're in. That's also what was happening to me back then. Most of the colleagues in the lab was great, but there was one lab manager. She's just horrible. She treats anyone new horribly. She even hit my hand like that. That was insane. Workplace abuse. That's why I became very disenchanted about studying there. I would not allow myself to be treated like that. So it's not like I didn't like the program. These unrelated bullshit would just make people very very unmotivated. The thing I do not know is digital drawing, so that is gonna be a starting point. Great, take my online beginner course. I have an Adobe Illustrator course that I have given at the University of Amsterdam. It's really good. Take a look. I researched learning opportunity around the globe. The master program me did seems to be the best, but also the only option. There are more options. There are 2 other programs in the UK. There are more programs in the US and Canada. It is the most expensive thing I have ever looked at in my whole life. While it is definitely expensive for non-EU students, though it is cheaper than buying a car, and if you're going to buy a house, that's mostly the most expensive thing people buy in their life. If you have children in the future, they are insanely expensive. Do scholarship exist? I got my scholarship from the British Council, IELTS. It was 10,000 euro. But it was really difficult to get. I think there were like over 10,000 applicants and only 5 people got the scholarship. So it is more difficult than applying for schools. How do I actually enroll and survive that master program? You're thinking too far. Right now, just focus on finishing your bachelor degree. You're gonna work on that first, okay? Don't drop out. I hope my answers can help you guys to navigate situations like this. If you guys have more questions, let me know in the comments or DM me on social media. And ultimately, I hope everybody can find happiness in what they do. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you guys. I will see you again next week.